Quinshon Judkins for the Cleveland Browns, I think in his second year, I think it could go crazy. I really do, dude. We are talking about a very tough physical runner for the Cleveland Browns. And I feel like he's just getting started. And I know he got hurt in week 16, but I don't know, man. You see right here, 827 rushing yards, 3.6 yards per average, 7 touchdowns. 3.6 isn't the best, but I feel like there's a lot more that this dude can bring to the table, especially with a lot more weapons with the Cleveland Browns and a new offensive coach. But let's not even waste any time, man. Let's get straight into it. So right here, you're going to see they're coming out of single back. Looks like we got a bunch set down right here in the 11 personnel, single wide receiver up at the top, up against this Baltimore Ravens defense. And watch Quinshon Judkins on this play up against the Ravens. And you see right off the bat, he does really good vision. And like I said earlier, dude, he is a tough runner. He's hard to bring down. He's a very hard running back to bring down. So you see this, he does a really good job with his vision. I'm assuming this was designed over to the right here. I don't think it was this side, but you see him, this wide open spot. He sees it, he notices it. Look at that, cut off his right. But we got, look at this, we got two Baltimore Ravens defenders. And what does he do? He splits right between these two, and he's taking on multiple guys. I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Baltimore Ravens all right there to hit him. And what does he do? Look at the body angle right here from Quinshon Judkins. Look at him getting low and lowering his right shoulder. Takes on that defensive back. Keeps moving his feet. And look at that. Making a massive gain out of something that honestly should have been stopped way further back, right? That should have been like a 10-yard gain. But he turns it into a very big gain up against this Baltimore Ravens defense. One of many plays just to show off his toughness. All right, then you're going to see this play up against the Green Bay Packers. Look like they're coming out of single back with the 2-1 look with the wide receivers. Got the 1 tight end and off the left tackle. Watch Quinshon Judkins on this because he does a really good job with his vision. The offensive line does a really good job of blocking. Look at this right here. Everybody's engaged. Right here, you see that little sliver in the defense on the line. And what does he do? Look at that. Right through that. And the safety's too late to go to take a good angle. Right at the end, he takes a good angle and catches up to Judkins. But bro, he has really good vision, and his acceleration, it's not just his toughness. He is a pretty damn fast runner, if I'm being real with you. He's pretty quick. Look at that. 2 guys force him out of bounds, but not after a massive gain. All right, on this one, looks like they're coming out in the 11 personnel. We got split wide receivers up against the Miami Dolphins. And watch Judkins on this. And look at him bounce that run. Look at that. Breaks the tackle, proceeds to get upfield, lowering his shoulder at the end there, taking on the defensive back. Look at that pop, boy. Boom. But look at this. I mean, honestly, the Miami Dolphins had this covered pretty well. And right there, he does a really good job of cutting back, knowing what's open. And look at that. We got a defensive back out here on the outside. And the defensive back does a good job of just containing the outside, in my opinion. Like right here, it looks like he kind of has it sealed to make Judkins cut back in. But Judkins does a really good job of just like bouncing this and being very explosive on the outside. Look at that. Very explosive on the outside. Making 23 miss, running through the tackle. Another play where he's just showing off his toughness. And you know, ever since they got rid of Nick Chubb, in my opinion, I feel like they've really like lost that tough element. But Quinshon Judkins, between the speed and the strength, this dude just doesn't give 2 shits, bro. Like he's looking for the physicality, and you see that right there at the end. All right, if you made it this far, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to your boy. All we do is talk football here. You're already part of the community at this point, so why not join up? You know what I mean? But no, anyways, guys, appreciate you watching, but let's dive straight back into this shit. So you'll see right here, they're coming out of I formation. Looks like we got multiple tight ends set up against the Miami Dolphins with the single wide receiver. Watch Quinshon Judkins on this play up against Miami. And everybody did a really good job of blocking for Judkins. And what does he do? He rewards you, right? Because after you get those initial blocks up front, right? He's tough enough to run through a couple arm tackles. You see right there, they do a really good job. You see the lane right there for Judkins. He does a really good job with his vision to getting through there. And then it's just all him at this point. Got an arm tackle right here. We got a safety coming down, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. Quinshon Judkins runs right through that. And yeah, bro, it's off to the races. If you give this dude room, he will reward you, as you see right here. He will reward the offense. And I think them bringing over, you know, getting some offensive weapons, some wide receivers, and Todd Monken coming over, I think that Quinshon Judkins could be pretty damn good for the Cleveland Browns. All right, on this play, looks like they're coming out of single back, multiple tight end set, 12 personnel, 2 tight ends off the right tackle. We got Quinshon Judkins right here. Watch him on this play up against, I believe it's another one against the Ravens. And look at his vision right there. I mean, there was multiple lanes he could have took right there, right? Look at this. Out to the outside. And honestly, if he wanted to, he probably could have bounced this because he's 1v1. But what does he do? He cuts back in. He sees he has 2 blockers engaged right here. And that's exactly what he does. He runs right off those blockers. Gets a little bit crafty with it inside. Look at that. We even got Kyle Hamilton getting all mixed up. Kyle Hamilton's getting blocked, and he's trying to look for Quinshon Judkins. Judkins made like 2 to 3 cuts inside the teeth of the defense, and you see that right there. He proceeds to get upfield, taking a couple defenders with him. Look at that. He's trying to strip it. Does a really good job of protecting the ball as well. And yeah, dude, really tough physical run from Quinshon Judkins right there. All right, on this one, looks like we're up against the San Francisco 49ers. Looks like they're coming out of shotgun with the trips look up here at the top. 11 personnel. We got the 1 tight end off the right tackle. Watch Quinshon Judkins on this rep against the San Francisco 49ers. And look at that little hezzy, bro, at the line of scrimmage. Look at that, lowering his shoulder, taking on about what? 1, 2, 3, fourth coming in. 4 49ers defenders. This dude's just hard to bring down, but watch it from the top. So right off the bat, you see this linebacker. This linebacker does a pretty good job of filling. But just that slight little cut from Quinshon Judkins. Look at this. He looks like he's about to square him up and take him on with his shoulder. But look at this. With the right. Boom, little hezzy. Makes 59 miss. Got Diamador Lenore right here. That's not going to matter. Diamador Lenore's too late. And then it's just all like, hey, let's see if you guys can bring me down. I thought he did a really good job of lowering his shoulder and just taking on multiple San Francisco 49ers defenders right there. All right, on this play, looks like they're up against the Tennessee Titans. Let's see what he can do on this play up against the Titans. Oh, yeah, we got a screen. Got to smell a rat, Tennessee. Got to smell a rat. But look at this. Look at him over-accelerate. I mean, who was that out in coverage? He damn near gets away on this. Gets tackled last second. But, hey, man, this is a screen. Screens take good blocking. I thought everybody did a really good job of blocking right here. Really good timing by the quarterback and Judkins. You see that right there. Look at this. Look at this. We got a convoy out here, and we got plenty of space. But watch Quinshon Judkins because he does a really good job of just outrunning these defenders on the Tennessee Titans. This guy has he's in a very good position up against Quinshon Judkins. But for whatever reason, he can't get there. Judkins is too fast to get to the sidelines, outruns these guys, damn near gets into the end zone. But this guy does a really good job of hustling and getting Judkins at the end. But I'm telling you, I am really excited about Quinshon Judkins this next year. I think that his yards per carry could go up. I wouldn't be shocked if he has like 4.8 yards per carry this upcoming season. And with the new scheme with Monken, like I said earlier, along with some more wide receivers, they added some more line piece. I just think that this offense as a whole should be better with the Cleveland Browns. And as a result of that, even with Quinshon Judkins coming off an injury, I think this dude has high upside. And if you play fantasy football, you should consider drafting this guy because I think he's going to go nuts and I think he could win you a championship. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Be sure to drop a like. Subscribe to your boy. All we do is talk football. Love and appreciate you. It's your boy, Shady Luke, and I am outie. Deuces.